Hello, and welcome to another episode in Streamline Technologie's Modeling Tip video series. In this video, I will discuss the development and application of boundary stage sets, which are useful tools within StormWise to model boundary conditions that may vary between storm events. In this example shown, a section of the Little Wekiva River is being modeled. There are two time stage nodes, Lake Lotus and North BDZ, which reflect the upstream and downstream boundary conditions, respectively. Time stage nodes, which are 1D elements within StormWise, primarily serve to model the boundary conditions within a model. Elevations of a time stage node are assigned by the user and not computed during a simulation. These nodes can be used to assign known water surface elevations based on an upstream system, such as a lake or known gauge data, which would define a headwater condition. They can also be used to assign known water surface elevations of a downstream system, defining a tailwater condition to the model. Let us focus on the time stage node North BDZ, which is the boundary condition which depicts the river's tailwater. We will observe how the node's data form will prioritize entered information. To assign a constant boundary condition at the node for all storm events, an initial stage is defined in the data form. For the entirety of the simulation, this is the stage that will be maintained for the node. To assign a varying boundary condition during a simulation, a time stage table is entered in the data form. This table will override any initial stage set in the form. If the model contained multiple simulations for various storm events, this table would apply to all of them. If the boundary condition varies per storm event to be modeled, boundary stage sets should be applied. Assigning a boundary stage table will override all other data entered into the time stage node data form. Let's take a look at creating boundary stage sets and tables. A boundary stage set will allow the model to have a varying boundary condition for each simulation. Boundary stage sets consist of the sets themselves and the tables included in each set. Sets are typically created for each storm event simulated. For this example, there's a set made for the 10-year 3-hour, the 25-year 24-hour, and the 100-year 24-hour. These will be the events to be simulated, and it is therefore good practice to name the sets after the storm event to which they will apply. Opening the tab, there are tables named for each time stage node that will have a boundary stage set assigned. Each table contains relevant time stage relationships for that node per storm. Generally, this information is obtained from gauge data or data from existing models or studies, if available. Similar to the set names, it is a good practice to name the tables to match the components to which they will apply. Notice that when the Boundary Stage tab is selected for another simulation or set, the same table names appear which reflect the names of their intended node assignments. However, the time stage relationships within their tables will be different compared to the tables of their equivalent nodes within the other sets. This reflects how the time stage data will differ at the boundary nodes according to the applied storm. It is critical that the table names are consistent and exactly match across the sets, as a single table name is assigned to each node. Here is a general overview of how the stage area tables are assigned to time stage nodes across simulations. First, the sets and their tables are either created within the model or imported from an outside source. Second, each time stage node has its relevant table assigned, preferably by the right-click Select Existing Item command. Notice the drop-down here, which allows each set to be selected. As long as the tables were consistently named across the boundary stage sets, The relevant table will be selected at simulation runtime. All that is necessary is that the appropriate name is selected per the node. Third, the boundary stage sets are assigned within the Resources and Lookup Tables tab of the Simulation Manager according to its accompanying storm event. This concludes our video on boundary stage sets. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the Streamline Technologies YouTube channel for future modeling tip videos.